Welcome to another YouTube video from smart-customs.com. This is of my latest commission work for a client. He had requested a Halo Reach Spartan in dark steel. That was a custom blended paint selection with gunmetal, black, and slate gray. That gives him that highly metallic look to his armor, which makes it more game correct. He has white accents. All the little detailed labels and triangles and dots and different markings on his armor were completed. Good in-game pictures help with that. Also logos and his crest on his chest were all hand painted. All of that is to give the figure the most accurate character representation of the client's. Now, different weapons were added for this. You can see here he's holding the DMR. He's also got a Halo 4 railgun on his back. That was a client request. He knows it doesn't go with the figure, but he loves it, so it was added to the figure. He also, I'll pan over here, he has a plasma grenade, which I custom make, a Halo Reach shotgun, and a frag grenade. He also has the Mark V helmet down there as an alternate. He's wearing the Mark VI helmet, as you can see. That type of detail is what the client was looking for. He's got the backpack. He's got a Halo Reach Magnum on his right hip and the tack pad on his left hip. You can see his wrist bracer is there. Also game correct, chest knife. The UNSC logo is a custom decal that I put on all the figures that I've created, and that bird in the white shield on his chest was all hand painted. He's got the different communication module on his helmet, along with the other mods that make his helmet correct for his character. All good statues, and that's what the client requested, was this to become a statue. Requires all joints and hidden pieces like the knees to be rebuilt. That offers a bit of a challenge with the McFarlane parts having so many points of articulation, but his wrists still move so he can hold the different weapons. His feet still move so that he can be repositioned on the rocks should he need to be, but those are magnetized to certain points on the rock. So that stance was approved and set up before the joints were locked into place. So he can hold the weapons and they can be moved. All of this has my mag attachment gear points. Those are the magnetic attachment gear points, or what I call mag points here. So all the polarity of the magnets remain, so the weapons and the grenades and the different equipment and gear on him can be moved around, and they will attach correctly to him, so there's no pegs and holes. The base was a custom base. That is a cut plastic rock that is from an aquarium set. The base is made of celluclay, which is a very interesting and detailed part of paper mache. The textures you can get into it are amazing. It also allows for the addition of vegetation, sticks, rocks, all that type stuff, and it takes to paint quite well once sealed. It has a scorched earth look around the rocks and the dirt, and different forms of vegetation were added, roots for trees, different parts of plastic and foam vegetation were added, and some of the foam on the rocks, which is more like moss, were made out of celluclay as well. The rocks were all repainted to be more in a battlefield position, and the dirt color that was used on the base was also applied to the legs to give him the look that he's been in this terrain for a while. Heavy distressing and armor scratches were added in bright silver, and all of it was washed and dry brushed to give it that highly detailed look. Every detail on this thing pops out, and it is something that I enjoy doing for my clients. Highlights on the different screens give it that look that it's reflective. All the lights have been added. It's a lot of fun getting this detailed, but the in-game shots that the client sends to me also help to make it exactly his figure from the game. So many modifications to the armor, lots of sculpting, lots of groundwork for the base. All of that was completed, and this is the final product that will be sent to the customer. The base is done in a satin, and the structure and groundwork and rock that he is in is also done in a flat. Now the metallics of the armor come through, even though he's been flat coated as well, so he can be touched and moved around without worrying about scratching or fingerprints. And again, all the weapons are magnetic, so they can just pop off and a new one can be added just by doing that. I'll let him come around one more time. You can see the detail. I'm going to zoom up on him in his upper body just so you can get a little bit closer look at some of the detail that is on this figure. We'll slow the rotation down a little bit so you can see some of the detail, like on his wrist pad. You'll be able to see the emblem on his chest, the scratches and dirt on his visor, little lights on his gun, lights on the armor, different markings on the weapons. And you can get a closer look at the vegetation and the rocks. There are shell casings on the ground, expended shell casings, equivalent of almost one full magazine. They're in the back here on the rocks and mostly on the front where the scorched earth is. Attention to detail like that is what makes this more of a statue than just a figure on a small base. I try to do that with all my work, and it's something I've become known for. This is a lot of fun, and that type of detail keeps people looking for quite a while until they find all the different parts. So thanks for watching this edition of smart-customs.com on YouTube, and this is a custom Halo Reach Spartan made into a statue. Let him finish his rotation. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. See you next time.